to you and you and you.
In 1996, in the West, Sound of Music won an Oscar for Best Picture. In the same year, in the East, Buddhist Compassion Relief Tzu Chi Foundation was founded in the impoverished town of Hualien, Taiwan. Tzu Chi is now a global organisation with branches and members in over 40 countries. It has 4 missions of charity, medicine, education and humanity. Tzu Chi volunteers come from all different religious and ethnic backgrounds, and its relief works have no cultural borders. Our world is often plagued by natural and man-made disasters. In reviewing those of the last decade, where there was suffering, there was Tzu Chi volunteers and its international relief missions. In 1993, a great flood in Nepal displaced 400,000 people. Nepal and its people looked on desperately for help to arrive. In 3 counties, Tzu Chi built houses for 1,800 families. In November of 1994, Cambodia's Mekong River broke its banks. 200,000 people were left homeless. Food supplies quickly ran short. Tzu Chi delivered rice, 5,000 tonnes of grains and many flood water pumps. The timely supplies of food from Tzu Chi volunteers put a stop to the escalating problem of starvation. In 1996, the Vice Minister of Azerbaijan requested for assistance from Tzu Chi. Years of civil war has resulted in the crippling of a high proportion of its citizens. Tzu Chi donated wheelchairs for those that were not able to walk again. In 1998 January, Tzu Chi set foot on North Korea, a nation almost isolated from the rest of the world. Between then and 2000, Tzu Chi provided aid in the form of rice, food, fertilizers, farming tools and garments for their harsh climate. In 1998, Afghanistan was rocked by an earthquake. Tzu Chi collaborated with Knightsbridge International to twice deliver medical supplies into Afghanistan. In 1998 May, racial tension in Indonesia and division between rich and poor became a platform for brutal conflicts. Tzu Chi volunteers based in Indonesia used love to counter the hatred, supplying rice to officers and to the 50,000 impoverished on the surrounds of Jakarta. In 1998, Papua New Guinea suffered an earthquake. It triggered a tsunami that destroyed 10 villages. Those that relied on the sea for a living utilised equipment and tools supplied by Tzu Chi to rebuild their homes. On September the 11th, 2001, New Yorkers watched as the World Trade Center was attacked. Innocent lives were lost. In response, the United States attacked Afghanistan on October the 7th. As Tzu Chi volunteers based in America comforted the families for their loss, Taiwan Tzu Chi made plans for delivering aid to refugees and civilians affected by America's attack on Afghanistan. Tzu Chi Afghanistan Relief Team encountered many obstacles to get aid into Afghanistan. They first flew into Bangkok, then transferring to Uzbekistan before driving by car into Afghanistan. In the 8 days there, Tzu Chi supplied 11 types of items ranging from rice, grains, soy, blankets and medical supplies to almost 3,000 families. 2001 El Salvador earthquake, 2003 Iran earthquake, 2004 tsunami, 2005 Hurricane Katrina and Pakistan earthquake. The hands of Tzu Chi volunteers has cared and touched the hearts of many of the suffering. Master Sun Yen once explained the principles from which Tzu Chi volunteers carry out relief work. Tzu Chi people's love is founded by their sincerity, and their courage to change the world is founded by their love of people. Love has no boundaries and all life is equal. When Tzu Chi volunteers hand over relief goods, they bow as a sign of respect and deliver their heartfelt best wishes at the same time. In a desperation for survival, it is easy for a person to lose their dignity. For Tzu Chi volunteers, it is all about preserving for them that respect and dignity as human beings. Tzu Chi offices are now locally based across the globe. Thus, international relief work has gradually evolved into involving local volunteers from local branches. Tzu Chi utilised local American volunteers to initiate response to the 1998 Hurricane George and Hurricane Mitch. Tzu Chi volunteers from America have since then provided relief work for the 98 torrential rain in Peru, 1999 Colombia earthquake, 2000 Venezuela landslide. Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand and Indonesia all have Tzu Chi branches and have held countless free medical clinics for the underprivileged. Schools have been built also to give hope to the next generation. In Australia, Tzu Chi has a branch in Sydney and offices in Melbourne, Brisbane, Gold Coast and Perth. On the 16th of November 1990, with the help of Sister Angela of Mater Hospital, Tzu Chi members of Taiwan founded Tzu Chi Brisbane office. Since then, Tzu Chi volunteers have devoted themselves to the Brisbane community. In the past 17 years, Tzu Chi volunteers have supported Mater Hospital in various forms, especially in funding advanced medical equipment and research. In 2002, Tzu Chi identified that rural Australians often faced long waiting lists to see a dentist and would often have to endure painful dental problems. The most recent Tzu Chi Rural Dental Clinic visited the township of Tara and provided free dental care. Tara has a visiting dentist who is only there once a fortnight. In the trip to Tara, friendships were forged and many words of thank you were exchanged. Tzu Chi Tara Clinic has relieved the dental pain of many Tara residents. Volunteer refugee dental services first started in August 2002 at QE2 Hospital in Brisbane. Tzu Chi refugee dental clinics provide free dental services to newly arrived refugees. The clinics are a partnership between Queensland Health, Refugee Support Centre and Tzu Chi. Between 2004 and 2007, Tzu Chi has provided 6 services and treated over 600 newly arrived refugees. Brisbane Food Bank Relief is held every second and fourth Saturday at the Brisbane Tzu Chi office. The food bank was established to personally deliver consumable goods into the hands of underprivileged families. Food parcels provide families with items such as rice, pasta and canned vegetables. It gives the families a little more flexibility with their daily living expenses. Tzu Chi volunteers care for Mother Earth by committing to recycling efforts in the community. In order to prolong the life of recyclable materials, every Wednesday and Saturday, Tzu Chi volunteers collect recyclable goods from shopping centres located at Sunnybank Hills and at Nulla. Tzu Chi volunteers turn waste materials into money which in turn is put to charitable use. Tzu Chi youth members began visiting Coorparoo Nursing Home in 1996. Monthly visits are made more colourful by enthusiastic volunteers who bring songs and dances and are rewarded by the beaming smiles from the faces of the residents of the nursing home. Another success story is Abibi. He is a refugee from Ethiopia who may represent Australia in the 2008 Paralympics. His case was referred to Tzu Chi and Tzu Chi has purchased a new wheelchair for Abibi. In 2003, Tzu Chi Foundation became a member of the United Nations non-government organisation. A year after the 2004 tsunami, an international workshop on disaster management involved 7 countries with 30 representatives to share their experiences on disaster relief. Tzu Chi Foundation Malaysia branch was the only non-government organisation that was invited. Many representatives were eager to understand more about Tzu Chi. They felt that their own communities lacked the degree of community awareness and goodwill that was evident amongst Tzu Chi volunteers. They wondered how Tzu Chi volunteers could have such passion and eagerness, but the answer is simple. Have great compassion even to those that are strangers and learn to emphasize with the suffering.